you're in my domain, alright? That means this is your nightmare, and this is my dream come true.
2.5 has gifted us the wines of the skillless. No, I'm just kidding, but it has stirred up a bit of something. A smidge of outrage and side eyes. Now, this mode has always had its ups and downs. Sometimes it's a bit harder for people, and other times it's a bit easier. This 2.5 version is a harder one, and people don't seem to like why it feels hard. Sorry, I was just happy to see you. But Pedro Pascal jokes aside, don't know? Let me explain. 2.5's Whimpering Waste has caught the heavy breathing of some people because of two major things: HP values feeling thicker than Frolova's trauma, and a maybe bug with this token being out too early. The token problem links with HP feeling inflated, and as such is also tied to one of two of my solutions for making Whimpering Waste better. As people have played, there's been whispers of HP values going up as time has gone on. And the 2.5 version feels the most obvious to people. To me, I can't tell too much for 2.5, and my Frolova still doesn't even have her set. Maybe the Chop Chops, but they're mostly annoying because they can grab you and they move around like a lost child looking for their mom in Ross. But these 2 points go hand in hand with each other because the tokens enable a lot of power if you can access its bonuses. In the case of 2.5, one of the token slots is being seemingly prematurely taken up by this one, which buffs Electro and heavy attack damage, which is most likely for Augusta. Nobody else has this combo, so a not so subtle foreshadowing there. I think this Whimpering Waste in particular feels worse than others because it's lacking in better tokens that are universal, like the huge crit damage buff that we used to get back in the day. But don't get me wrong, I do feel that sometimes things feel a bit off in Whimpering Waste, since some patches I can clear handedly with SSS ranking easy, and then there's other times I need to try a few times to get the minimum S rank around 4.3k, like in this case. Then there's other times I spend quite literally a couple of hours trying to figure out why I can't get an S rank, which happened to me during the 2.3 versions. I eventually got it, but Jesus, it took forever because I was experiencing that super tanky feeling where shit just wasn't dying, and it felt like they nerfed the healing Electro AoE token of Plunder. So if you ask me, I think Kuro can improve the experience in two easy ways. Improvement 1. More or universal tokens. Stupid simple, just add more, and they don't even need to be necessarily new ones. But we need more universal ones or just access to all of them so that people stop getting this semi-pay-to-win kind of feeling. Because at the end of the day, that's what this and Tower of Adversity somewhat function as. Advertisements or coercive ways to nudge you into pulling for a specific character through catered powered perks and endgame modes. This has been here since the beginning, and while I don't think it'll go away, I do hope that it diminishes. But more tokens also would just give more options in how you can build a team, and that's the best thing about this mode in my opinion. Despite frustrating hours sometimes on patches where it's difficult, it's like solving a puzzle, and my Chang Li, Shang Liao, and Verena team won't always fit the task. It's satisfying when an oddball team can clear it, and currently I feel like we're being hindered because of the lack of tokens. Improvement 2. Unit Borrowing. This one is actually a staple in many gacha games. In most of them, they will have a system that allows you to borrow a character that a friend or guild member has with some constraints, usually on how many times you can use them. And before you ask, yes, if you friend whales or people who highly invest in one character, you can use them. This system would solve, I think, a lot of problems regarding the pay-to-win feeling that happens, and one of the criticisms I made back when this was pincer maneuver, lack of trial characters. This is, in my opinion, a better trial character system because you can have a wider mix of differently invested characters which trials don't offer. It would also allow for something for the friend system, which has generally gone by the wayside in my opinion. So this would be some kind of reason to friend people. I'm only one person though, so I don't doubt there's more ways to improve the core aspect of this mode. Also, as a side note, Kuro, can you please allow us to switch things around in character menus after quitting during combat? Sometimes I start around, then realize I have the wrong set on, back out, but can't switch the set since it says I'm in battle. Can you fix that or have it take us out of the instance, please, so we're not in battle? Thank you. How's Whimpering Waste been treating you though? Was this a struggle? Also, do you have any other add-ons or ideas for Whimpering Waste? Of course, thank you for letting me take your time, like and sub, and be safe out there.